Hi everyone, hope y'all are doing well. So this video is going to kind of give you a glimpse into what next week is going to hold for you. As I mentioned in class, we are not going to be physically meeting in class at all next week. I've had some things come up on the Writing Center end of my life here at West Georgia that I need to take care of, some obligations I couldn't get out of. So next week we will be operating completely virtually. I will not see you all face to face. But even though we're going to be virtual, you will still have work that you need to get completed for next week, work that's going to be really important, particularly for this semester as it's your first semester here, but also work that's going to be useful to you throughout your entire time here at West Georgia. So what I'm going to do now is go to my screen. Okay, so now what you're going to see is, of course, our CourseDen homepage. I want to go to the Content tab really quickly. So for next week, we are going to be in week 8. So again, if you scroll down here, it'll be week 8, the 28th and the 30th. For this week, because we're going to be online, of course, I don't want us to have any discussion with a film. I think film discussion works a lot better when most of us can be in class face-to-face. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing this week on campus resources, specifically focusing on some of the really important resources that you all are going to want to know about, both this semester that you can take advantage of, but also ones that you're going to want to know about throughout your time here at West Georgia, because one of the things you've probably found out by now is there's so much that is available at West Georgia, so many offices, so many departments, so many centers. They're all here to help you succeed, the Writing Center being one of them. But we're all here. But one of the issues that can often creep up is you don't necessarily know how all of those centers operate. You don't know what services they provide, things like that. So my goal is to give you a purposeful assignment that will get you to think about this a little bit more carefully as you move throughout this semester and then, of course, further on. So all of this work will be done within a discussion board. For the discussion board, you're going to work with the campus resource that I've assigned to you. And there's a link right here. I'll pull it up here in just a second to show you what that's going to look like. But all of you will be assigned one campus resource. All of you have different campus resources. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to, within the discussion board, in your initial post, write a 2-paragraph minimum of about 5 sentences each. If it's not quite 5, it's not going to be the end of the world, but try to shoot for that, detailing the following things. So in the first paragraph, spend some time giving me and your classmates basic information about that service, about that office, location, hours, what services they offer, who works there, that kind of stuff. And then the second paragraph, think a little bit about how you might utilize this service at some point while you're here at UWG. And of course, if you have already visited or utilized that office or that resource, talk a little bit about your experience. What was positive? What wasn't positive? What could have been done to make it better? Again, I want this to kind of be self-reflexive. I want this to be a little bit of a reflective exercise where you think about how you could utilize this resource or how you have already utilized it and how that experience went. And of course, what you'll do is you'll post that as your initial post, and then you will reply to one of your classmates. Again, both of those portions are really important. Now, all of you will be working with different resources. So once you come into content and you see the discussion topic here, click on this particular link right here. And all of your names are here with the resources that are assigned to you. Again, I assigned these at random. Now, please make sure that you do follow through with your particular resource. If you don't, one, you won't do very well for this assignment, but also that information for your classmates will be lacking throughout the discussion thread. And again, I want you all to get all of this information and basically have this discussion board be a place for you to utilize all of this as you move throughout this semester and kind of take this information with you as you move into future semesters, just kind of knowing what these resources are and how they can help you as you move forward. So that is going to be the main assignment for next week. Again, that's really the biggest thing. As you scroll throughout this particular folder, there are some links to some of the websites for some of these resources. Not everything is here, but these are a lot of the ones that I was able to locate really easily. And the rest of them, you should be able to search UWG's website and find them pretty easily. So it shouldn't be a major issue for you. And then, of course, for the week after next, so for the first week of October, the 5th and the 7th, we will be doing Get Out. This is a really fun film. I imagine a good number of you have seen it. Again, there's a lot of really interesting things about identity that if you've seen it are probably going to spring to mind. If you haven't seen it, they're going to become really apparent, I'm sure. Jordan Peele's an amazing director. This is a great film. I always love to study this. I've looked at it and taught it a good number of times, and there's still things that I come back to again and again that interest me and that I always have questions about. And I'm interested to see what you all think about the film as well. So, as with all the films, you can watch the trailer. You can take the quiz. The quiz will be available starting on the 30th and is due by October 5th. And there will be a discussion board. This particular one will be video based. But again, this is what is due in week 9, which is the week after next. So I'm telling you about this now because I won't see you face to face next week to remind you of this. So this is what is due the week after next. But what is in week 8? For the 28th and the 30th of September, this is what you're going to want to focus on for this upcoming week. Okay? So if you all have any questions throughout the week, all you have to do is reach out to me. Again, I won't physically be in class with you next week, but I will be on campus. My schedule is just a little bit crazy next week, and I'm actually in other obligations that I couldn't get out of for our class time on Monday, Wednesday. So if you need anything from me, please email me, let me know. I am going to be going through and grading your last 2 sets of discussion boards. The one for The Shining, I'll be finishing those up, and I'll be starting on the ones for 8th grade and giving you really detailed feedback. Any questions about anything, let me know. I look forward to seeing the work that you do with these campus resources, and I look forward to discussing Get Out with you the week after next. Take care, folks.